ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting. Game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hauls it in. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
catch in the middle. It's Sampson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But just 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. Listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Nichols. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Back to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Makes the grab. It's Porter. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on!
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the tailback. Gets away from one, finds some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the right. Touchdown LSU! score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lions. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stroud. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
Give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. He's got it still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the tight end. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It is good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Bell. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent in field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to Davis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Lindsey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And right down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Walter. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays from this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Unloads quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He lobs one high down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 20.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quick handoff. Gets it past the marker. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Quickly complete. Lowers those pads. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that and put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the... LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. He got it. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he made the extra point without problem.
LSU 66, Mississippi State 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So LSU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll take it himself. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. Near the sticks, it's Napier. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Green. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Napier.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Snagged in the middle, it's Berry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown LSU!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, Getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game.
And it's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Washington.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jukes his way for more. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Berry. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is currently ahead of the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and they hopefully move the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Hill. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
To attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. 3rd and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on 4th.
Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got his man.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go with a direct snap. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
That's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
35, Texas A&M, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. LSU quick to the line. Might as well give it to him again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got the quick pass. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the upright, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Rush is on him. Fakes to grab. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU right back to the line. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff...
Turning it on! Thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Grab near the marker. It's Sampson. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the...
There he goes! Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
The
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Got his man downfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Berry. At the 35, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Running to the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got the back in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive.
It's a running room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Number 3.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Leaves it with the back. Fights off the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs in the game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together enough.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many... Thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.